Hey everybody, welcome back to HeatMyShorts. I hope you're still doing well today. We're flying across Canada again. We're in Microsoft Flight Simulator, so I'm gonna have a seat in my pilot's chair. If you could find your way to your passenger's chair, and we'll get ready for takeoff. So today we are back at Saint-Terre Airport in Quebec. The code here is Charlie Tango Kilo 2. We're sitting on runway 35 in a de Havilland, Canada DHC2 Beaver. We'll be heading 023 on the compass, north and a little to the east, traveling 42 nautical miles. Arriving at Labelle-sur-Cavillon Airport, the code there is Charlie Sierra Hotel 4. We'll be landing on runway 33 and taxiing to parking area 1. It's an estimated 33 minutes before we reach our destination. Looks like everybody's in their seats and ready for takeoff, so let's take it to the outside actually first, show everybody what the aircraft looks like. This is our de Havilland, Canada DHC2 Beaver. Bring it in a little bit more, a little closer. I love this plane. I built a plastic model of this airplane when I was younger. I think the one that I built was yellow, and it might have actually been a float plane. That was a long time ago though. So anyways, let's take it back to the inside. Get ready for takeoff. I want to point out too, I just love that metal rattling sound that this airplane makes. I'm sure you can hear that. I don't know what it is, but I just really like it. Makes it feel like a genuine old airplane. So anyways, let's apply our toe brakes here. And actually, let's check our map quickly. There we go. Okay, see, mostly to the north. Let's release our parking brake. Let's start our timer that I didn't even leave my note for myself for. I just want to point that out. Let's hit the throttle and take off. Hope you enjoy the flight. There we go. Having a lot of trouble keeping this thing rolling in a straight line here. There we go. Whew, that was stressful, I am not gonna lie to you. Oh, we are out of here. We're leaving Saint-Terre Airport. Suppose we can get our landing lights turned off. And we're heading to Labelle-sur-Cavillon Airport, also in Quebec. Back to the inside, and let's align our heading. There we go. And let's level our flaps. There we go. Close our map down. Let's have a look around here. Lower the seat down a little bit actually. That's a little bit high. I have it a little bit raised up for takeoff just so I can see the runway a little bit better on these tail draggers. It's kind of hard to see where you're going, you know? Throttle back a little bit here, and I'm going to adjust my aileron trim to get us flying level. There we go, that's pretty good. Voice cracks there, that's nice. Anyways, we've got the plane flying, not where we're supposed to be heading. There we go. Right about there. I'll tell you a little bit about this airplane. I'll tell you a little bit about the de Havilland Beaver. Whoops, no, hit the wrong button there. We're good. Okay, so the DHC2 Beaver is a one-piston single-engine high-wing short takeoff and landing or STOL aircraft produced by de Havilland, Canada. Usually operated as a bush plane, it's used for cargo and passenger transport, aerial crop dusting, top dressing, and other civil aviation duties. Now, I'm not 100% sure what civil aviation duties is. It basically said non-military duties, which basically describes all of those things, so I don't really know. That's just a little side note. That wasn't in my notes. The Beaver first flew in August of 1947 and was introduced to service in 1948. It was produced until 1967, but it's still being flown, restored, upgraded, and continuing to evolve. 1,657 units were built. Viking Air of Victoria, BC manufactures replacement parts. Harbour Air of Richmond, BC test flew an electric Beaver in the year 2019. The cruise speed is 109 knots. The range is 395 nautical miles. And the maximum altitude is 15,750 feet. And that's it. That's all I have for facts on the DHC Beaver. Wait, nobody else on board? Where's everybody? I know Maggie's back there behind that cargo net. Oh, I was hoping for at least, a couple passengers on this flight. I think I'm pretty funny. I really do think I'm pretty funny. Drifting off course again. I would say that's because of the rotation of the propeller, but I think the propeller rotates the other direction, so maybe it's just wind, I don't know. The rotation of the Earth? I don't know. I mean, the rotation of the Earth does make sense, but I doubt that we'd be noticing it that fast, you know? Don't need that on. I wonder if this is the place. On my test flight, I saw a pretty strange glitch in the water. It was a few days ago, though. Oh yeah, there it is right there. That's hilarious. Check that one out. It's a square of raised water. And yeah, you can land on it and you can take off. I actually was flying in a float plane and I landed in the water and drove off the edge. Is it drive? Yeah, drive. You drive a boat. Drove off the edge. It was pretty sweet actually. Got airborne that way. A little bit unrealistic, but it was fun. That's pretty funny. And then from here you can't even see it. Oh, a little bit. Yeah, the way the sun hits it. Somebody needs to email the developers about that one, I guess. I don't know. I'm sure somebody else has noticed it. That island right there looks a little glitchy too. I don't know if it's supposed to be sunk down like that. You'd think it would fill with water. Just saying. Oh yeah, some more imaginary cliffs there. Now stop focusing on that stuff. It probably takes you out of the experience, doesn't it? Oh, this is so real. It's so windy and challenging and piloty. Oh goodness. Let's check our heading. Let's see how we're doing. Have we drifted off? Yeah, a little bit. Not too bad. Gotta have fun with it, right? You Gotta have fun with it. I also like all the chips and scratches, fingerprints, and I don't know. It looks very worn. Oh, where's my feet? I don't have any feet. Somebody stole my feet. Maybe that's why I'm having so much trouble with the rudder pedals, right? I have no feet. Compass deviation card. Interesting. I wonder what that actually means. Steer 359 for 30. That's what I would have guessed too, for sure. Oh. Can I do anything with it? No. Wow. Let's see what else is going on. I'm just mumbling to myself, let's see what else is going on, and that doesn't really apply to anything. Looks like we're getting a little bit of rain in Kamloops. Is what my weather radar is telling me anyways. So I guess the pepper plants are getting their first taste of real rain. That's exciting and a little bit worrying for sure, you know. Kind of want to be there and watching in case they need to be moved. Actually, it's a little bit windy even too. Oh goodness, I should just stop watching. Maybe concentrate on flying this aircraft like I should be, right? Filming this video. I mean, I am concentrating on filming the video. I'm just giving you more of a weather report than a tour guide. I see a hill in the distance. I see a small mountain. Not many of them around here. It's pretty flat. It's funny, you know, like the prairies, like Alberta and Saskatchewan, they get a reputation for being mega flat, but this is about as flat as those other places. It's kind of funny. I'm just gonna check my device here, look at some imaging of the target area. Looks like we're about halfway through. Let's have a look. Yeah, pretty close to halfway through today's journey. Maybe closer to a third of the way through. Yeah, not bad. We're getting there. My timer's telling me we are just approaching 13 minutes in the flight. And that's pretty close to the estimated time. It's pretty close. Just a little bit more throttle. It's a nice area. Lakes and farmland and forests and small hills, small towns. Looks nice. Ooh. We haven't looked at our preset cameras. I really enjoy seeing what those have to offer. I think every aircraft has this one, the tail-mounted camera. That's a good one. I don't know what it is about this one, but I really like the look of this one for this airplane. That one's okay, I guess. That's pretty good too. It's the other side. Oh, that's it. Okay. Well, I guess it's good that I got really excited about that one camera angle then. Let's have a look at it again. Yep, pretty good. It is pretty good. I mean, the sun shines on this side. Yeah, pretty neat. Good stuff. Alright, let's back to the inside. How far off course are we from that? A little bit, not too bad. I keep forgetting that I don't need to bring up that map to check that I actually have that gauge sitting on my desktop in front of me. And it reads a little bit different than that GPS. It's actually closer to this one here, but a digital version of that. I actually really love it when I use it, when I think of using it, but I forget that it's there a lot of the time. And I do just like to show you the map too, so you can see how we're doing. You know? This one's more of a quick visual check. Because I think it even has over here, yeah, basically the same thing. Pretty snazzy. I don't know why there's two of them. There's like a miniature version of the same thing below it. I'm not sure why. I'm also not sure why my pitch seems to have changed again. My trim, my pitch trim, whatever you call it, you know? The uppy-downy adjustment. There we go. I did readjust it after I increased the throttle. And how's Maggie doing? Maggie's laying behind me, snuggled up to the back of the pilot's chair. Such a good co-pilot. Such a good dog. She actually took no convincing to get her into this flight simulator room today. I just basically asked her if she wanted to do a flight video, I think is what I asked her. She just got up off the couch and followed me in here. She said, yeah, I love being your co-pilot, Dad. Let's go. Hey, Maggie, let's go. She's such a good buddy. I'm so grateful to have her here at home with me. We chat a lot. We hang out a lot. We chat a lot. Let's bring that map in a little bit, actually. Zoom it in a little bit. Okay. We are on live weather and live players. I did see somebody actually kind of flying behind us there. Yeah. Off to our starboard side. We probably won't get visual on them at all. I don't think I have the name tags turned on. We can try it. Oh, I don't even see them with the name tag thing. Interesting. Alright. I bet you this message tells us our heading. 022. I had 023 actually, but 022 is pretty close, I suppose. And I think once we hit these lakes, that's basically when I want to be heading. No, maybe head east a little bit. Let's see what our, oh no, we won't be able to see our runway yet. It's a little ways away for sure. I could look at my phone image. Oh, it is showing. Okay, cool. So we want to come from the east a little bit. Yeah, somewhere over here. Okay. See how we can get this set up. See if we can get a nice approach set up. If it's a decent sized airport, I don't remember what it's like. It says 3,700 feet of asphalt. That's pretty good. Another river kind of forest. Oh, there's our hill. There is the hill. Let's take the outside and see if we can see it a little better. Could that be it? No, that's not it. Not too far off. We're getting close for sure. Definitely a lot harder finding the airports in these old airplanes that don't have, a nice detailed GPS, analog controls, and I don't know. Shouldn't be too much further. Footage probably has already split 22 minutes into the flight. I was just about to stand up and check the camera, but I really don't need to. There's really no need to do that. Getting there. Almost time to adjust our heading. Turn our landing lights on. Still do not have visual on the airport. It's somewhere over here though. Let's see. Beyond the lakes, I suppose. Yeah, a little ways off still. somewhere at the horizon line. Yeah, lots of fuel still. Thought I heard the engine hesitate for a second there. It had me worried for a sec. Oh, I thought I saw flashing lights there. There's just a couple of pixels dancing though. The TV that I watch, like my windshield, I guess you could call it, is an older flat screen TV, and the pixels kind of, they're overly sharp. It's kind of hard to describe, but they kind of glisten a certain way. They're overly crisp, and once in a while it tricks me. Okay, how we doing here? I think. Whoa. Almost. We're almost ready to align with our runway. We should be anyway. Still not seeing any airport indicator lights or anything like that. No runway lights. If you see anything, let me know. Much altitude on this flight. Kept pretty low. Actually, I guess I typically do that, don't I? I may or may not have a secret fear of overshooting the airport, but I'd never tell you if I did. See what I did there? Yeah, it almost happened when I was flying the Aardvark, the F-111. Actually, I think I did overshoot it that time. I'm no professional, that's for sure. Well, I mean, I suppose in a sense, I'm a professional YouTuber, but I'm not a professional pilot. That's weird to think about and say. I'm a professional YouTuber. I guess, right? I've made money off of it. Is that? I'm not a professional in the sense that I'm an expert at it. I just make a couple cents a day doing this. And I'm not complaining. That is not a complaint. I'm very grateful that I get that help from YouTube. So I'm going to rotate now. I'm going to align with where I believe our runway is. That's not it, is it? No. Our runway is past the lakes. The river's there. Let's see. Is that lake that one there? Oh, look at that. That looks like an airport right there. I would say that's an airport right there. So, let's get our speed dialed down a little bit. Let's get our flaps angled one notch. Coming into LaBelle Sir Kevillon Airport. Charlie Sierra Hotel 4. Coming into runway 33. Okay. What do we have here? Speed 90 knots currently. Dial it back a little bit more for sure. Hey, wish me luck on this landing. I am clearly not the greatest at my takeoffs and landings these days. 80 knots, approaching 70 knots. And these tail draggers are something else. I don't know. Doesn't feel too windy here, not too bad. Enjoyed this flight. Kind of flew by. Went by really quickly for me today. There we go. We're nicely aligned with our runway there. How we doing, Maggie? How's our airspeed? Should we do one more degree of flaps there, Maggie? One more notch. It's not a degree. I always call it a degree. Let's go one more notch of flaps. The flaps generate lift until you angle them past a certain point, and then they generate drag. It's kind of interesting and awesome for sure. I didn't know about flaps until like, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago or something like that. It's kind of funny because I've always really loved aircraft. But there's a lot to learn. There's a lot that I haven't learned. Still sitting at 70 knots. I dropped the speed a little bit more. Give it one more notch of flaps. Oh, that was a half notch. Interesting. Feel a little bit of ground wind for sure. I'm gonna actually give it a little bit more throttle. There we go. We're a little far off from the runway and descending a little quick. There we go. We are kind of drifting off course a little bit here. Let's tighten it up a little bit again. Actually gonna, there we go, raise my seat a little bit. Except now I can't see how fast I'm going. There we go. Yeah, it's windy here. It is windy here. Okay. Dump the flaps. There we go. We're at our landing configuration. Flaps are dragging. More throttle to compensate for that. And let's bring it home. wasn't too bad, was it? That was almost okay. I think we're taxiing to the north end of the runway here. That's where ramp 1 is. Did it. Let's get our flaps back to level. I like the noise that they make. Let's get our landing lights back on, leave our taxi lights off. See how it looks outside here. Oh yeah, you can see that wind. Let's see, let's try this one. Well, you can't really notice it as bad there. Okay, that's alright, I guess. Substantially better landing than last time, I would say. If you didn't catch that video, it's, you know, worth checking out. It's always an enjoyable flight. You always learn a little bit about the aircraft. See a little bit of Canada. I've never been over here, that's for sure. Not in real life. I've flown over here. Ooh, squeaky brakes. Have to get my brakes tuned after this. Get them greased up, right? Here we are at the end of the runway. Taxi off to ramp 1 here. Kind of strange that yellow line just disappears into that building and there isn't even a door there, but that's all right. Awesome. Everything sounds great. Okay. Lock down our parking brake. Propeller angle, fuel mixture. Get our lights turned off. Pitot heat, our avionics turned off. Let's get, there we go, get our doors open, right? I like that I can do that from that tablet, that's handy. Now what else? Now we can get our alternator and our battery, get our ignition turned off, and fuel off. I think that's it. We're here. I never show the aircraft at the end of the video, don't I? I usually just end it with the interior view. There it is, all opened up, all shut down. Now we can head back to the inside and sign off. There we go. Hey, I didn't zoom it in this time, I zoomed it out. I almost always zoom it in at the end of the video. You ever notice that? I notice it. Look, who's this? Who is this? Oh, I gotta zoom. Oh yeah, there we go. Zoom out more? Is that as far as it zooms out? Oh no, it zooms out more. There we go. There's a little dog. What did I just kick? Oh, a piece of metal. I was gonna do some, like, metal work on the simulated or dashboard there. Make kind of a, you know, a dashboard. But then I decided that I'm gonna need to move everything for that other joystick and throttle still. So I might wait and do that. That's why there's metal in here. And this is a dog. This is a cute little co-pilot dog. She helped me land the plane. I'm pretty sure that's why the landing went so well today. 40-minute video. Decent. Anyways, go wrap this video up and get it. What is it called? Importing, editing, uploading, all that good stuff. Hope you've enjoyed. This has been episode 50 of Flying Across Canada. For episode 51, we're going to be flying a P-51 Mustang to I need to sound this out in my head before I say it out loud and try not to butcher this name. Shibugama Shipei Airport. I love that name. Hope you've enjoyed this video. We'll see you on the next one. This has been Heat My Shorts with Maggie and Steve. The Maggie Show. Love y'all. Bye-bye.